Did you know there's a Voodoo shrine in the heart of Accra? This is African Magic Temple, a Voodoo shrine led by Bokor Christopher Voncujovi, a renowned Voodoo and Afa priest who also happens to be an OG international magician from Hohwe, Ghana. He has performed across Asia and Africa, entertaining and inspiring tens of thousands with the joy and wonders of magic. In 2007, along with his family, he dazzled an audience filled with African presidents and world leaders during the African Union Summit in Accra.
These are needles. 5 needles. Please, those at home, nobody should try this because it's a very dangerous magic.
Show it to the camera.
This is a string, a thread.
Yes.
For over 30 years, AMT has safeguarded and educated the world about authentic West African spiritual traditions rooted in Ewe Vodu and Afa. Through thousands of hours of online content, AMT has made Voodoo knowledge and practice more accessible while redefining the global narrative around the practice. We provide spiritual consultations, ancestral feeding rituals to honor your ancestors and empower yourself, as well as a range of various initiations. Every year, AMT welcomes and supports practitioners and knowledge seekers from all walks of life on their journey to connecting and learning more about indigenous African spiritual practices, heritage, and philosophy. Through interactive and experiential shrine tours, AMT has hosted visitors from across the world, including groups from NYU's Public Health Masters Program and Birthright Africa, a diaspora organization based in the US. We are even working with the University of Bremen in Germany to repatriate stolen Voodoo from the colonial period. And yes, we did speak with the Voodoo through an Afa divination, and they are very much alive. African Magic Temple isn't just a shrine. It's a living bridge between past, present, and future, and is undoubtedly a powerful pillar for cultural tourism in Ghana. Did you know there's a Voodoo shrine in the heart of Accra? This is African Magic Temple, a Voodoo shrine led by Bokor Christopher Voncujovi, a renowned Voodoo and Afa priest who also happens to be an OG international magician from Hohwe, Ghana. He has performed across Asia and Africa, entertaining and inspiring tens of thousands with the joy and wonders of magic. In 2007, along with his family, he dazzled an audience filled with African presidents and world leaders during the African Union Summit in Accra.
These are needles. 5 needles. Please, those at home, nobody should try this because it's a very dangerous magic.
Show it to the camera.
This is a string, a thread.
Ground yeah. Yes.
For over 30 years, AMT has safeguarded and educated the world about authentic West African spiritual traditions rooted in Ewe Vodu and Afa. Through thousands of hours of online content, AMT has made Voodoo knowledge and practice more accessible while redefining the global narrative around the practice. We provide spiritual consultations, ancestral
Will Bridget marry Charles? I don't know. I don't know Bridget and I don't know Charles. So how can I tell whether Bridget will marry Charles? I don't know. I don't know if there's no that question doesn't go. And then we have Aboku Kofi saying, hello. Hello, Kofi. Good morning to you. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. We are grateful that you joined. And then we have Alien Awus. He said, Emmanuel, will I get big money this month? Go and ask yourself. I don't know. I don't know you. How will I get big money when you not get big money? There is somebody here, I don't know what is, how the name is spelled, and I don't know. Can't write the name. Okay, so we have Tonya Natasha saying, greetings, Papa and family. Hello, Tonya. How are you? How are you, the children? I hope you are all doing well. Thank you very much for joining this section. Good morning to you. And then I have Abdul Aziz. He said, hello, Papa. Hello, Abdul Aziz. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's live session, our midweek live. I am good at 1124. For joining today's section. And then we have Ken saying Tobe Wile Jilo. Hello Ken. Thank you very much. I hope you are doing well. I regard to the whole family. Then we have Liam. Chosipui Gawas. Yeah. Then we have Liam saying hello, Daddy. Hello, Liam. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section. Good morning to you. And then we have Sadiq Mabel for saying greetings, Papa. Please, how are you doing? Sadiq, I am good. And how are you? Hope you are doing well. Thank you very much. Yeah. Sana is in. I think you haven't seen him yet. Azika? Not yet. Okay. So when you have time, thank you. Thank you very much. And then I have Tonya Natasha. I say, we are wonderful. Thank you. Question: how many calories are you throwing tonight? I have 7 calories here, but I usually will throw 4, or I throw the 7, then later I go into throwing 4. So altogether it's 7, but I'll be working with mainly 4 calories. Thank you very much for that beautiful question, Tonya Natasha. And then Porsche said, please, what do you do? We are African traditional spiritualists, and we discuss about our spirituality to make people to understand that African traditional spirituality is not evil after all. That's what we talk about here. Thank you very much. And then Welder for Life, we say, please, I need your help. Yeah, call our office number, book an appointment for a consultation, please. And then we have Bokor Shamba. Musa say, good evening, Papa. Hello, Bokor. Sofo Shamba. How are you? Thank you very much for joining. Hope your mom and your dad are doing well. Thank you very much for joining the section. And then we have Baba Ibrahim saying good evening. Baba Ibrahim, good evening to you. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to the program, Baba Ibrahim. Then we have format 1124 at I'm good too. Thank you, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Thank you too. Thank you very much. Then we have Lee. Seiram say good evening. Lee Seiram, good evening to you. How are you? Thank you very much. And then we have Welder for Life. Please, Papa, can you look my married Welder for Life? Well, my program that I run here is not for consultation. I don't do consultation on my program. Main reason being that I don't know the people who who are coming on my program. I have no relationship with them whatsoever. And I cannot sit here without knowing you, and I will be able to tell you something about you. I'm not God. I am just human being. And I believe even God sometimes doesn't even know things. Otherwise, he would not have created Satan. If he knew that Satan was going to disturb the world, then he wouldn't have created Satan. So I'm not God. And I cannot know you. I don't know you. Yes, you come on my program, you ask questions, and I try to answer. But that doesn't mean that I know you. And if you want to look into your marriage, you need to consult. And consultation has to be a direct contact with me, and me having a direct contact with you, either through telephone, WhatsApp, or whatever. Then we can go through the process and tell you what you want to know. But me sitting here without knowing you, without having any contact with you, telling you whether your marriage is in a bad situation or not, I will be deceiving myself and I'll be deceiving you too. Thank you very much. And then we have Amenuglo Joseph. He said, good morning, Daddy. Good morning to you, Joseph. How are you? Thank you very much. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. Thank you very much. And then we have Dovene 5 say good evening, Daddy. Dovene say good evening. Good evening to you, Dovene. And how are you? Thank you very much for joining this morning's session. I'm grateful. And then Lizzie and say, Uncle, I'm now here, Daddy. Who is this Seiram, please? I'm new. Okay, I'm new here. Okay, Seiram, you are welcome to the program. Thank you. And then we have Lami Sapa. Say hello, good morning. Nice meeting you. Good morning too, and nice meeting you all. And then Tony and Natasha said, why the back and forth? I don't know. I don't know why the back and forth. Yeah. And format 1124 said that did you deal with herbs? We are spiritualists. We are African traditional spiritualists, and African traditional spirituality is based on nature, things in nature, and herbs are part of nature. So we deal with herbs. We are not pastors, and we don't deal with Bible. We deal with nature, herbs that we can see, and we can touch, and we can talk with, and we can use them to solve our problem. We don't believe in someone staying in the sky, sitting on some golden stool and watching everybody. We don't do that. We see God in nature. So we are herbalists as well. Then we have Henry Lamptey 16. Hello, Henry. Dati, how are you? Thank you very much for joining the section. I hope you are doing well. Thank you very much. My regards to everybody. And then we have Sang Mo. Okay, Sang Mo is just following the host. And then we have Harrison saying, hey, hello, Harrison. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Good morning to you. And then moisture content is a good morning. Please, what's Afa? Afa is a deity of divination, seeing the future, the past, and the present, and knowing how to navigate through nature, trying to navigate through your own destiny to find out what is stored in your destiny and how to make it work for you, avoiding the dangers and other things. That's what that Afa is. It's a centuries or millennia old knowledge and wisdom that has been passed down by our ancestors. And I hope in my lifetime I don't hear one day white people, somebody will come and say that they were the one who brought Afa to the black people. Then we have Harrison saying good morning, Harrison. And then Junior Jesus is saying, good morning, Daddy. I hope you are doing good. Yes, I am good, Junior Jesus. I hope you too, you are doing well. Thank you. And then Explosive, he said, Papa, do you work with Na Sakumuno? No, I don't work with Na Sakumuno, but I acknowledge all spirits that are in the area that I work and I live. I live in Accra and I live in Nungwa. So I live around Sakumuno. So the deity of the people of Nungwa is Sakumun. Is it not Nungwa? It's Sakumun. So when I pray, I acknowledge His presence. I don't work with Sakumun. I don't even know much about it, but I just acknowledge because I am in their territory. Thank you very much. Then moisture content, they said, good afternoon, please. What's Afa? I have just answered what Afa is. The system of divination, knowing the future, knowing the past and the present, and working with your own destiny. Thank you very much. And then we have a moisture content saying thank you and thank you too. And Johnny Be Good, I said, hey Chris, so no more contact. Johnny, How are you? Thank you very much for joining this. My children, when they come to Japan, they try to. Let me see who John. If it's Johnny in Japan. Let me see. I want to see the picture. Yeah, it's Johnny. My good friend and cousin there. Yeah, Johnny. So, I mean, my children come to Japan many times. They try to call you when try to meet you. My wife wants to meet you and all this thing, but always there's some excuse that you give them. So, what can I do, my brother? You know that they are, Pele is even have been working with TikTok for some 2 years, and they all try to reach out to you, but somehow you don't respond to them. So we decide to also keep our mouth shut and not to worry you. But your daughter is aware of all this. We are talking even few days. She's also sometime on the program. Thank you anyway, Johnny. I hope you are good. Thank you very much. And how is it people? How is your wife? Thank you. And then we have Betsman. We say hi, good morning, Betsman. Welcome to the program. Thank you very much. And Richie, no. It's okay. We have Johnny Migo say, hopefully you are doing well. Yes, I am. I'm doing well. And I hope you are also fine. Thank you very much. And then Junior just says, my first time watching you, but I'm here learning something from you tonight. Oh, thank you very much, Junior Jesus. And then Antonia says, so cowrie contact to Afar. No, cowries are not the contact to Afar. Afar has the divination chain. That's what we use. But those who are perfect in Afar with the divination chain sometimes can use cowries also to ask certain questions because they will know when they fall, they can align it the way the divination chain align. Cowrie divination is mostly a voodoo way of dividing. Yeah. Thank you, Tonya. And then we have Rob Brayson. Say, bless me that you are already blessed. Thank you very much. And then we have Rich is a Richmond. Okay, thank you. Richmond, how are you? Thank you very much for joining. Then we have a C Peace 23, Christopher from Ghana. Hello, Chris, how are you? Thank you very much. And then we have Big Smile again, my Rashid. I am Rashid. I want to know my destiny. If you want to know your destiny, you need to go to the priest, visit a priest, and they'll do a spiritual consultation to be able to contact your destiny and tell you what is in your destiny. Thank you very much, Batsman. And the Rich is watching you from New Zealand. Okay, thank you very much, Richmond. I'm grateful that you are watching us from New Zealand. And then we have exclusive Papa. I understand every spirit has its field, but how is the potency of spirits determined? I don't know how the potency of a spirit is determined. But if you are working with a spirit, and the spirits that are working with you, you should be able to know which one is more active in your life and which one, when you give them a task and is able to accomplish it, that is what will give you the potency of the spirits that you work with. But just like generally say, I want to know the potency of this, you will have to work with something. Even human beings, until you work with them, you don't know them. So you can't say this person is a good man, so it's a good man. Until you start dealing with the person, that is when you learn whether the person is really a good person or is not a good person. The same thing applies to spirits. Thank you very much. Then we have Anita Azuma, saying my first time here, please. You are very much welcome, Anita. This is African Magic Temple, ReVodution Voodoo, question and answer. And section
question and answer session.
A question and answer session, live streaming. Thank you very much, Anita. Then we have Aruda. I said my first time here. You are welcome to the program, Aruda. We are grateful. And then Richmond is to say Richmond there again from New Zealand. Thank you very much. And then we have Lofinga Sapon. There's a name that is I have to highlight it for me to see. Lofinga Saponyako is also here saying, please, is there a deity that can show or tell the exact location of someone so he can be arrested? When you go to do consultation, you will know about it. I don't have a deity who will show a location. But if you go to people who do spiritual things, they may be able to consult their deities and they may be able to help you in that. Thank you very much. And then Richie is saying, I'm doing well. Well, I'm very happy to hear you are doing well. And then we have Multi-Auto Garage Service has asked you a few things I needed to know about myself. Yes, you can only know those things when you do a spiritual consultation. Here, our program is a question and answer section. We are trying to demystify the knowledge and the notion and the misunderstanding that our African traditional spirituality is not godly or it is tied with the devil. This is what this program is all about, to make people to understand that the Africans also have a name for God before the colonial masters came. And our gods are not lesser gods than the European gods. That's what we are just trying to say. That's what we are teaching. That's what we are explaining. The way we worship God is not lesser than the way the European or the Arabs worship their God. Thank you very much. And then we have a Charles Ayamba. Will Bridget marry Charles? No, I don't know. I don't know Bridget. I don't know Charles. So don't repeat this question again. Otherwise, I'll take you off the program. And then we have Fred Robinson. James, can you help me check who am I, please? If you want to do checking, I don't do checking on my program. I'm only explaining what our tradition is and how we can go about it to help ourselves and help people who need help. Thank you. And then we have a user with a 4330 at the ending. Say, please, I need your number. Our number is already in our profile, but they'll type it again and you'll be able to know. But if you go into African Magic Temple's profile, you'll find our number. Or you can go on to Google and type in African Magic Temple all the details of our shrine and those who are the priests, the works we have done are all live there. You can see. Thank you very much, user 4330. Thank you. And then confused, I say, good evening, Father. I don't dream at all. What is the cause? I cannot tell what is the cause why you don't dream. There is high possibility that you dream but you don't remember. And what you can do is that approach a spiritualist so that they can look into it and find out what is happening in your life. Thank you very much. And then we have Itua saying good evening. Hello, good morning, Itua. How are you? Thank you very much for joining the session. I hope you are doing well. Good morning to you. Then Anita Azuma, can you check if it is true with two waters? Yes, I can check, but I don't do checking or readings on my program. I'm sorry. Because I don't know you, you don't know me. So how can I do a reading for you? You are only seeing me on social media. I don't know you. You don't know me. So how can I start telling something about the person I don't know? Please, let's move on. Then we have Amaglo Joseph. Amenuglo Joseph. I said, Daddy, please, what is the secret about life? I don't know the secret about life. I can't say that this is the secret about life. I live my life straightforward and honest. That's what I know about me. But to tell you that this is the secret about life, I will be deceiving you. And probably discipline myself. I live my life straight forward, trying to be happy all the time, help where I can. That's how I live my life. Whether that could be called the secret of life, I don't know. I don't know the secret of life, but I live an honest life. And then we have a vampire auto importers. Is there any side effect dealing with deities? I don't know. Let's move on. Then we have Kati. He's a very honest man. Thank you very much, Kati. Hope you are fine. Welcome to the program. And then we have Elsie Johnson. Daddy, good morning. It's been a long time. Please hope you are fine. Hello, Elsie. It's been more than 5-6 years. Haven't seen you. I have not heard from you. I hope you are fine. I hope everything is going well with you and your family. Thank you for coming on the program. I think people are only more active on TikTok, so just concentrate on that one. Yeah, Johnny, if you are still on the program, I was going to ask about Michiko. That's what I was trying to ask about. Yeah, thank you. I hope she is fine. Thank you very much. And then we have Saeed the Money became number fan in the fan club. Somebody is it Send the Money? Okay. Send the Money sent us heart me times one. Thank you very much. Send the Money. Thank you. And then I have I'm Khadija. Say greetings, Papa and AMT family. Hello, Khadi. How are you? Thank you very much, and thank you and Angie for the support that you sent us for the media. We are started the media programs already by doing initiation of people into AFA, and on Tuesday is the 30th, right?
Yes.
And then on Tuesday we'll climax feeding of Tobago Butter and the other entities and deities that are working with us. And I thank you and Angie very much for the support that you are giving us. I'm grateful, always grateful. Thank you. And then I am with Girl BT821. Said, can I get your contact, please? Yes, our contact is in our profile. Once you type Africa Magic Temple, you will find us. And then I have and Khadija also sending us rose flower time. So Khadija, thank you. We are grateful. We are very, very grateful. Thank you very much for all the gift all of you are sending to us. And then we have Send the Money sending us another 7 rose flowers times 7. We are grateful. And then Khadi again sent rose flower times 1. And then we have anointed anointed firebreaker. Say, I'm just joining now. Hello, anointed firebreaker. You are welcome to African Magic Temple ReVodution Voodoo Education. This is a live streaming, our midweek live streaming, where people ask questions about our African traditional spirituality. So you are very much welcome to the program. Good morning to you. Thank you very much for being here. And then African Magic Temple, I just sent our contact number to Girl BT821. You can reach us via 233-262-367-578. Thank you very much, Bokor.
Okay, there's a question on Facebook.
It's a question on Facebook.
Yes.
ReVodution Voodoo African Magic.
ReVodution.
Okay, so we have a question on Facebook from Deo Caritas S. So my question is, you have said before that everyone including priests, will have challenges. How do you know when you should get reading? That's a very beautiful question from Deus Caritas. In life, when you are having a challenge, what do? You have to find a way to get out of the situation you are in. So there is no time frame for you to have a reading. If you feel that you are having challenges and you don't know what to do, then that's the time to find out what is really happening behind the scene. And in that, you'll be able to identify and know exactly what is happening behind the scene, and you'll be able to understand where your challenges are coming from and also how to resolve them. That's what it is. So there is no timing for you say, oh, if you're having challenge, this is the time before you look for a solution to your challenge. Your challenge should tell you when to look for it, when to get the solution. But if you are not comfortable, then you have to create and do something that will make you comfortable. Have you seen, do you know pearls? Pearls that people use for jewelry on their neck. You know, it is usually coming out of a shellfish. How does pearls do, or how do they make pearls? By introducing a physical matter into the shell of the shellfish. And when the shellfish is not feeling comfortable in its own house, then it starts to secrete a look that will cover that thing that is making it uncomfortable. And then over time, it smoothens it out to make it, and then the people who are cultivating that kind of farm, after some time, will open the shellfish and then push out all the pearls out. That's how they are made. So when you are uncomfortable in your domain, you are uncomfortable in your life, you are uncomfortable with something that is happening to you, the best way is to find the solution, what to do to become comfortable. So that is when you will look for a solution. So there is no particular time frame to say that when you are having challenges, it has to be 3 months before you do anything. So how can we tell the difference? No, you don't need to know what is. There's no difference. Just when you are uncomfortable, look for help. Simple. When we say you are doing a reading, it's like trying to run away from the problem. You are trying to run away from the problem by finding ways that you can solve it, or so that it does not disturb you. It's just a natural instinct. When something threatens you, what do? You try to run away or to find solution to whatever is threatening you. Either you run away or hide or confront the thing and overcome it. Is that simple. So there is no time frame for this kind of things. Thank you very much, Deo Caritas S, for that beautiful question. And then we have an international say, please your location. We are in Ghana on the Spintest Road in Accra. So we still have our soaps and fumigation oil plus Akain's oil for attraction, our aura enhancement soap, our Akain attraction oil plus the environment cleansing incense. They are all here. If you are interested, each package of 3 is costing $75 US. Yeah, we have all the packages in the US. It will be posted to you from the US, so it will also attract some shipping and postage costs. Because people live in different locations, we cannot tell how much each postage will cost. But when you want, then we can calculate it to know where you are and also tell you the cost. Thank you very much. And then we have Diego Williams say, really, Papa, do you do divination? Yes, of course we do divination. We are one of the best diviners in our area. So we have people who can do a divination to a point that you will think that they were living with you all your life. I mean, how come the camera is seeing this?
Zoom in so that you don't see the now.
Okay.
You should move it more. Lift this more. You should zoom out more. Lift this more.
So Diego Williams say, wow. So one can book an appointment. Yes, of course, people, before we attend to you, you need to book an appointment to see us. Because divination is not just there, there's a process. That's why when people ask me, can you tell me whether I will marry somebody? I don't know you and you don't know me. How can I tell you that, okay, you are going to marry this person or that person is going to marry this thing without knowing both of you and you people not knowing me? If you want to do a divination, you need to book an appointment and get a time that the divination will be done for you. There are certain items that are needed to do a divination. We are not pastors or priests of the Catholic Church or people who walks about telling you that, oh, God told me to tell you this. We don't do those kind of scamming and charlatan style of spirituality. We are doing real spirituality here. How can I be walking on the street just telling you that God told me? Well, what did God tell you about you yourself? And you are telling me what God told you. Why can't God tell me myself? And it is you. God doesn't know you, doesn't know me, but He told you to tell me. And you who don't know me, you are going to tell me what God told you to tell me. Where did you see God before God was telling you to tell me? And then we have Isaac who say, good morning, Papa. Hello, Isaac. How are you? Good morning to you. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining the section. And then we have Diego Williams says, which number can I contact you, sir? Our number is already there. Go back into the, on top, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the sixth one on top, from your question, you will see our number. So we have somebody with the name KK asking, do you do reading? Hello, KK. Good morning. Yes, we do reading. You have to book an appointment for a reading. We don't do reading on our programs because we don't know you and you too, you don't know us. So there's no way we can do reading for you. And then we have Knowledge. Say good evening. Hello, Knowledge. Good evening to you. Or good morning because we are already in the morning here in Ghana. Thank you very much for joining this morning section. I hope you are doing well. We are grateful. Then we have Diego Williams says sin. Thank you. I'm happy you saw it. And then weapons here, Diego Williams. Where are you located, Papa? We are on the Spinters Road in Accra, Ghana. We have Odifo Richmond. Say, please, where are you located? Odifo Richmond, good morning to you. We are located in Accra on the Spinters Road, African Magic Temple. We are on the main Spinters Road. And you can Google our name, African Magic Temple, and you will find our location. So we have a Chadala, saying hi, hello Chadala, good morning to you. I hope you are good. And then Baron West is a good morning, Chief, joining you live from Bronx. You are very much welcome, Baron West. Good morning to you from Accra, Ghana. We are very grateful that you joined this live streaming. This is our midweek live streaming. We do live streaming on Sundays and also midweek. Thank you very much. And then we have Chadala again saying hi. Thank you, Chadala. And then we have 1001 CBS. Please, do you do AFA? Yes, I was just speaking that we have just done AFA initiation. We do AFA divination and we do AFA initiation, and we feed people's AFA on their behalf. And we have all this very Tuesday, the 30th of the month, which is our mid-year ritual. We are feeding our patron deities and the other deities in the shrine. You are all welcome and invited to participate in African Magic Temple's midweek festival. Thank you very much. And then Kiki say, after booking, do I have to be there in person? You don't need to be there in person. If you are able to provide whatever will be used to do your reading for you, you don't need to be there in person. We do online reading from here to anywhere in the world. We can even go to the moon if the person who wants the reading done is living on the moon. Then Bompire Otto is the African Magic Temple. What are your beliefs? We don't have anything called belief in our system. We are traditionalists. I don't want to hear the word belief. Okay, on ReVodution Voodoo Education on Facebook, we have a Lane Ellis Sisk. Thank you for the live question and answer. It is really helpful. I'm very grateful, Lane, that what we are doing is helping people to return to their own roots and also to have an understanding of what their own tradition is.
It's
Lian. Okay, Lian. Okay, Lian. Ellis, thank you for the correction. Thank you, Lian. Thank you very much. And the 1001 CES with which I met you earlier, but I will still make time to visit your temple. We are always here. African Magic Temple is 28 years old this year. So we had always been around. We're not new. We'll be here before TikTok came. We've been here long enough. I think even before Facebook, if I'm not lying. We are now 28 years old. So we have been here for a long time. It's only because of social media, that's why people are beginning to see us open. But the shrine had been there since 1997. So it's not a new shrine. It is only because of social media that you people are getting to know us for the first time. So we are not a new shrine at all. We are always there. Anytime you reach out to us, we will respond. Thank you very much. Then we have a wee Mana. He say hi, say hello, wee Mana. Good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining this morning section. I hope you are doing well. And then we have King Money's bag. Toby is your son, King. Okay, hello, King. How are you? Thank you very much. Greetings from UK, and acknowledging your teachings. We'll be in touch. Hello, King. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you are doing well. Good morning to you. Thank you very much. And then Odifo Richmond said, please, how much is the booking? When you call, they will let you know. That's why we give you our number. Call and make all your enquiries. Yeah, nobody forces anyone to come to do a reading. When you are satisfied with the enquiries that you make on the phone with our anchor who received the calls, you can decide whether to come and do a reading or not. So please call out. Then they will respond to you. Make all the necessary inquiries. And then we have Wee Mana say hi from Ghana, Volta. You are very much welcome from Volta. We are also from Volta, but our shrine is in Accra. Yes, KK, the products, you said, Toby, are the products being displayed for sale? Yes, they are they are for sale. Yes, they are for sale, and the package is in the US. And when you want it, they will post it from the US. It's a $75 for the package. Thank you. And then we have Sunshine from Canada joining us. Say good morning, Papa. Hello. Said, how are you? Thank you very much for joining, and good morning to you. I hope you two are in the morning then. I don't know. Good morning. How are things with you? Hope everything is going on well. Thank you very much for joining today's midweek section. We are grateful. What is there again?
She said hello earlier.
Okay. We didn't see it first. Okay, we have Odifo Richmond again asking how far. Is that the same? I have already.
Right.
Okay. Then Ice Kid, talk to me. For what? Why should I talk to you? Do you have a reason why you want me to talk to you? This program is a serious program, please. If you don't have anything to ask any question, don't come here. Then we have Baron West saying, how can I purchase your product here in New York? Please send us your address and everything, and then they will mail it to you from Washington. Then the KK say, why do we come here as babies but live as adults? Because you are eating food every day, you will grow. So you cannot live here as a baby again. Kunyuweri join and share our life. Kunyuweri, Sawadi Kalab, Kapumakap. And then we have a King Manisberg like the life, and I think that's what it is. Thank you very much, everybody. And now, when we are here at this time, some people are in the daytime in the other part of the world, so it's easier for them to be able to watch us. I think they seem covered this. I think that's what Kunyuwari was also sharing the life. Thank you very much, Kunyuwari. I'm very grateful. Baron West is asking a question. Chief, when is the best time to call you? Please call the office from 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the evening. Within those hours, your call will be picked. And if it is not picked, when they see your missed call, they will respond and call you back. So thank you very much. And then we have Nana Amma Nyako Nyamiche. Nana Amma Nyamiche. Oh, please help me to my husband down, please and please. Nana Amma, if you want people to help you with any problem, that's why we are saying call our office, book an appointment.
So you should tie her husband.
Is it they say tie?
Yes.
Where is the tie?
Yes.
Please help me tie my husband down. Why should you tie him down? You want to be beating him, or why do you want to tie your husband? Hey, it's not easy. So KK is at Nana Nyamiche, Nana Ama Nyamiche, and KK is crying, or is it
Terrified.
terrified? I don't understand all these emojis. So then we have Island King 718. Say good night, Baba. What is the product is being sold? I just tuned in. Okay, Island King 718. The product we have here. We have a black aura enhancing soap is 50 grams. Then we have a fumigation incense to fumigate and get rid of negative energies in your environment or place of abode or business place or whatever. And then we also have 5 grams of Arcane attraction oil. The 3 used together is a combination that brings changes in your life. So that's what it is that we have here. But the products are all in the US, and when you want them, it can be mailed to you. Thank you very much. They are products from Africa Magic Temple. Yeah. And then we have Sunshine again. That said, can you talk about Ifa taboos? Do they all have a logical explanation? The Afa or Afa taboos, because Ifa is called in Ewe land Afa. So let me use the word Afa, because if I'm going to be using the word Ifa, then I'll be referring to the Nigerian one, which I don't know so much about, and I may be saying things that I don't know. Afa taboos are individual taboos. They are not a general taboo whereby I can explain to say it is this or it is that. Afa taboos are general. are individual in the sense that when you get initiated into Afa, or you do a reading with Afa, and Afa tells you that do not eat beans for a certain number of days. Why Afa is saying so? Because in your spirit or your destiny, eating beans at that time will continue. Will I say continue? Will if eating beans at the time that Afa say don't eat beans will make the problem that you are trying to solve not go away. The problem will continue to be there. So Afa will advise you that don't eat beans or don't eat palm oil or don't eat that. But that is only for the time that you are supposed to get ready to do the necessary vosa, the Yorubas and the Benin people call it ebo, to do the necessary rituals that will push away the challenges that you were having before doing the consultation. So, as far as do's and don'ts are usually individual in the sense that does not, I may not be allowed to eat plantain, but my children can eat plantain because they are not me and I am not them. So it's always logical, and explanation is there. If they say don't do something, it is an individual thing. It's not like Christianity where, or I would say, it's not like a religion where one law applies to all the people. No. But once you have the natural laws in nature, where you know that if you don't do things to people if you don't want them to do them to you. That one is a natural law. So you will not go and steal somebody's money, food, or anything if you don't want yours to be taken. You will not go and take somebody's wife if you don't want yours to be taken. You will not go and kill somebody if you don't want to be killed. These are natural laws. You don't need to have them in any book, because if you do them, definitely it will go against you somewhere, somehow along the way. Then, so that is it. And then let's see, after Sunshine's question. I hope I have answered your question. And then the Sunshine, okay, please, I am in Ghana. Nana, I'm Nyamiche. Okay, we know you are in Ghana. Thank you very much. You can book an appointment on the numbers of our shrine. If you cannot get the numbers that we posted here, you can type in Africa Magic Temple and you get our number and our location. You call and then you make all the necessary enquiries. And then if there's any help that can be given to you, we'll help you. And then Sanchez, for example, avoiding threading a needle or not wearing polka dot clothing. Yeah, when Afa tells you that don't thread a needle, means Afa is trying, Afa or the divination has seen that by doing so, your eyes may have problem, or your eyes may continue having problem. Like me, in my destiny, I am not supposed to sew things with my with a needle. But that was exactly what I was doing for a long time, because I saw talismans, I saw batakaris, I saw a whole lot of things. I was even one time designing the clothing, t-shirts and all this when I was in Japan. Where is the second one I was going? So I was doing all those things, not knowing that it is not good for me. And I was having some eye problems, but I did not relate the eye problems to my sewing or using needles until I got far. And then I was told that in my destiny, I was not supposed to be using needle to sew things because it will make my eyes bad. And since I started adhering to that rule, I've seen a lot of changes in my eyesight, and the challenges that I used to have, I don't have them anymore. I still wear glasses sometimes if I want to read, but most of the time I don't need glasses. I can still read and I can see far. So that is one of the example. And then when they say don't wear certain kind of dotted or polka dotting clothing, means it is not good for you. Logically, it must have some reason why it is not good for you. Yeah, so that is it. Thank you. And then Kate is about Toby, what she's requesting for, can it be possible? Oh yes, people do binding. We don't say tying. People do have to bind people. Yeah, of course. People can do, they bind you and then you stay one place. Maybe the husband is disturbing or maybe she is the one disturbing the husband. That's why we at African Magic Temple, we don't do things just because you say do it for us. We will always do a reading and I will always do a spiritual consultation to find out where the problem is. If you are the one who is wrong, we will tell you that if you change your attitude, things will go well for you. And if we see that the other person is who is wrong, then we will give you advice on what to do to change the person to your liking. So we at African Magic Temple, we don't do anything just because people say do it for us. We will find out who is at fault. Then we will give the proper advice. Yeah. And then Prince JC said, good evening, Baba. Good morning to you, Prince JC. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you are fine. Then Eugene said, Papa, please, good morning. Please, I can't see the number. Hello, Eugene, good morning to you. If you cannot see the number, we cannot keep on typing the number. Go into African Magic Temple on Google or go on to African Magic Temple on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. You will find our number. Just go into our profile. Because we cannot keep typing the number for each person that if they say they cannot find it. Cannot do that. So we have this African Magic Temple on TikTok. When you go in there, you will find our number. If you go into our profile, our number is there. Okay, thank you very much, Eugene. And then we have a beauty by Alima. Hello, Alima. How are you? Please, how can someone get these items in the UK? There we have already started shipping to the UK from the US. So once the person send us the address and the money for the product is paid, the only thing the person will have to do is when the product is taken to the post office, they will give you the shipping cost and we will let you know and then we'll ship it to you. Thank you. And then we have Island King 71. Is it? Thank you, Baba. And thank you too for being here and also asking questions. And then KK went on to say, I met an old lady that advised me not to eat goat meat again. I don't understand till now. Okay, thank you for the understanding. That's why we said that African Magic Temple, what we do here, our duty is to explain our tradition to people. Sometimes people just think that African traditional spirituality is evil just because the church said so. It is not because the church said so. Because they were in competition with us how to indoctrinate us and also to make our minds dormant in order to steal whatever we have had. If you look very carefully, that you have seen that in the nature of the white man is always to steal from another person. And that's why they go to wars. That's why they go killing people to take their property. If it's not their land, then it is their whatever. And how can they do that? Because they know how to trick you, deceive you, and put you in a situation that you will not be able to fight them back. Yeah, they'll plant people within your own people to betray you. And the day you did not want the white man to cheat you, you have become a bad person, an evil person, and they must gang up against you to destroy you. That had always been their modus operandi. It has always been like that. So don't think that our ancestors were stupid because they were not Christians or they didn't follow the European order. Our ancestors were with God. That's why in every African language there is a name for God. And it is a name that comes with respect. It's not a name that you have to be forced to know it. The Africans do not force you to come and worship or believe in anything. If it is your time to know, no one will ask you to come. You will go by yourself. That is how African tradition. We don't go crusading, killing people who's doing that? We don't go crusading, making people to believe or force people to believe by using false pretense and all other things in order to convince you so we can take your mind away. African tradition had been there from time immemorial, and it is still alive among the people who want to be honest. Then we have Island King said, but is eating goat meat personal to your given situation? Everything in African traditional spirituality is not a group thing; it's an individual thing. So maybe what do you call it? The KK may not be allowed to eat goat meat, but that doesn't mean that KK's brother is also prevented from eating goat meat. Yesterday we finished our Afa, and we brought all the Afa young Bokors or the young priests and priestesses out, and each one has what their destiny eat and what the destiny doesn't want them to eat. So some will eat chicken, some will not eat chicken, some will eat goat, some will not eat goat, some will eat the other animals, and some will not eat those animals. So African traditional spirituality is an individual thing. It's not a group thing. The worshiping of God or believing in God or working with God is not a group thing. It's an individual thing. That's why you don't see our people coming on the street dancing to try to convert people to the same. We enjoy in our own festival, and if you like it, you can join us. But if you don't like it, no one forces you to join them. Thank you very much for that, Island King. And then Eugene said, Papa, please, can we see the number? We can't see the number. Eugene, type African Magic Temple or how you join us. Go into our profile, you will see our number. But our technical manager had again typed it up there, so you will see it. It's down below the question that you ask. Then we have Sunshine say, yes, please. Thank you. And thank you to Sunshine for joining the program. But you put it plenty like this. Okay, so KK is at the Island King7. She just asked me if I eat goat, and I said yes. She just warned me to stop like 12 years ago. That's okay. Maybe the person saw something around me, that's why. So they have put the African Magic Temple numbers and all this there many, many times. So any of you who is still saying they can't see it, please, you will see it, and we also give you the location. Thank you very much. Island King 718 say, oh, okay, I understand. Thank you very much at KK. Then we have Emmanuel till feet. Emmanuel Tifit 1 became the number 9, okay, in the fan club. And then Emmanuel Tifit sent us Heart Me times 1. Thank you very much for that. We are grateful. And then we have, yeah, that's it. Chris Prudent say, what about Canada? What about it? What is about Canada? You want the products where the products can be shipped to Canada? Product can be shipped to anywhere in the world. We have already shipped some to Canada already. So if you are interested, contact us and we will get back to you and it will be shipped to you wherever you are. We are even getting some requests from Tanzania. So they're going to post it from all the way from the US to Tanzania. Then, yeah, we are having all places people are asking for it. So please. Then we have Island King saying 233. Okay, you are just helping us. Yes, thank you. And then All Saints say exactly, Baba. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you. Island King is putting our number down too. We are very grateful for that service, doing us a favor. We are grateful. And then Knowledge say, in what case do you use the magic mirror for divination for someone? Okay, when people ask me to use the magic mirror for divination for them, I would prefer them being physical. Once in a while, we use the magic mirror for divination to people who are not physical. But it is not as active, no. Because sometimes people are telling you things as if the thing were real. Meanwhile, it is just a dream that they had. And they begin to present that dream to you as if it was a reality. Like recently I did a reading with the Abochi or the magic mirror for someone. And the person was in love with a woman. But the woman wasn't in love with him. And it's not like himself and the woman are together. But in his dreams, he's always seeing the woman coming to him. So he's using those dreams to represent reality. So sometimes it is difficult when somebody is far away and you are using the magic mirror to do a reading. The magic mirror can go anywhere in the world, but it is advisable and more potent when the person is physically sitting in front of you, because we will ask the person to touch the head, touch the chest, and touch the stomach without saying anything. And then moment the money is put into the mirror, and the mirror is directed to go and collect information from certain wherever the person will send the mirror, then it will go. For instance, if you are in front of me and you come to me, I'm not going to ask you, in the case of the mirror, to speak on the money. No. I will ask you to touch your head, use the money to rub your head, use it to rub your chest, and then use the same money to rub your stomach. Put the money into the mirror, and then I'll ask you, where do you want Abochi to go to look for information for you? It's just like being on the computer, having a search engine and writing in a particular word or location that you want to find out something from. And then the computer goes look into everything and bring you the information. That's the same thing that Abochi does. So you need to, once I ask you, where do you want the Abochi to go or the mirror to go? And you say, okay, go to London, East London. And then from there, go to Saudi Arabia. And from Saudi Arabia, go to South Africa. Then we will send it We ask you which parts of South Africa, which part of East London, and which part of Saudi Arabia. And once you say it, we wait. The mirror will go, the spirit in the mirror will go around, and then you will start to relate story to us that, oh, in Saudi Arabia, it found this information about you, and this and this and this and that and that. Then when it goes to, it reaches South Africa, it tell you, okay, these are the information that I found out in South Africa. And then in East London, these are the information that I found. It will specify the location and what it has found out. And then I, being the diviner, I will be asking you the questions that the mirror is telling me that, okay, the mirror said that they have met somebody called Peter Johnson in South Africa. What is your relationship with Peter Johnson? Do you know Peter Johnson after all? Then you can now physically confirm that this Peter Johnson is somebody you know, or Peter Johnson is somebody I don't know. Then we will ask Abochi, why is Peter Johnson appearing in the mirror in connection with this person? Then Abochi will go deeper into it and say, oh, this is because of this, because of that, because of that. So without physically being in front of me, we can still do it, but it is not as perfect like you sitting in front of me. Like someone who said, okay, my father died a few years ago and I want information from my father. I'll ask you to bring something that your father had used at a time in his life. Maybe a piece of his cloth, his handkerchief, or wallet, or anything that his hands had touched when he was alive. And then I will also ask you, once you brought in those things, I'll put them in the mirror and ask the mirror to go and look for this person. And I'll ask you, where was your father buried? And if you say he was buried in Agbosome, which cemetery? Or in the cemetery of the Royal Cemetery. So I'll tell Abochi to go to Agbosome, to go to the Royal Cemetery to look for this particular person and call him or her to come. And then within some time, Abochi will come back and will bring that person. And then when the mirror is open again, we will start to tell you what the person had for you. And the person can start telling you things that had happened. Because we don't know the person. It's you who know the person. And the moment the Abochi start telling certain kind of events that had happened in your life and in that person's life, then you know that the person is spiritually or virtually, it's here. So when you want to use Abochi, I advise best is physical present. It can be done virtually, but the best is when you are physically present. Thank you. Who asked that question? Knowledge asked that question. Thank you very much, Knowledge, for that. And then we have an Island King again sharing our numbers. And then as an Island King, someone say, you all need to pay attention and take notes during the live. Thank you very much, my Island King. Say, I appreciate you saying worshiping God is a personal thing and we don't force people to run to our way. Yes, of course, African traditional spirituality is never forced. It has always been like that. It is never forced on people. Even your children, you cannot force them to. But if your children have seen things that you as a parent have been doing and the changes that happen and people come to show appreciation, your children by themselves will naturally want to learn and become part of it. Then we have Khadija also writing African Magic Temple's number. Thank you very much. Khadija is one of African Magic Temple's students that lives in Atlanta in the US. And she is being part of African Magic Temple for a very long time now, almost 7 to 8 years. And she is giving the number out there. Thank you very much, Khadija. I'm grateful. And then we have a natural news. Say, what is the product you are talking about? Our products are soap, aura enhancement soap, an attraction oil, and environment cleansing fumigation incense. That's what it is. And then we have Itua saying, Papa, do you do voodoo courses? For us, we are on diaspora and we want to learn about it. We do voodoo courses. This is all this thing we are teaching here is about voodoo. But if voodoo is a practical thing, it's not a faith or belief-based thing. There's a whole lot of misunderstanding about our tradition. We do not have a belief system and we do not have a faith system. That's why the African doesn't have a God that is a universal God in all cultures or in all ethnic groupings. What I mean by that, the Ewes have a way they approach the divine being. The Akans have the way how they approach their divine being. The Bantus, the Hosas, and the Lingalas, and all these people have their own way, a unique way of approaching the divine. So there is not that one God like in Islam where you have Allah. So whether somebody is living on a King's Island or living in a village in Arigato, will all be worshipping that same Allah without even knowing much about him because somebody told you to do. Ours is a practical-based system. Our traditional leaders from different ethnic groups have their own way of approaching. And some, they will tell you that, okay, if you want to do this, take this herb, take that herb, mash them together, and then use them, and you have things happening. That is the kind of knowledge Africa has. We don't have that God that sits down watching people to sin, and then afterwards he wants to punish them, yet still they call him God of love. In African traditional spirituality, justice is blind. Justice is not selective. If you are not supposed to put your hand into fire, but you decide to put your hand in fire, the fire will burn you, whether you are a child, a blind person, an adult, or an animal. If you put your hand in, it will burn you because the work of fire is to burn. And you are supposed not to put your hand into it. But if you think that, oh, because you have faith, you believe that you can put your hand in fire and it will not burn you, then try it and see. So African spirituality or voodoo spirituality or voodoo practices is a practical thing. You can learn all the theories online with this and ask questions. But if you really want to participate and start to learn and be practical, then you need to visit a person who practices voodoo, and that person will be able to lead and guide you on how to go about it. So, Itua, that's my answer to your question. Thank you very much. And then, like we were saying, we had an initiation into Afar. We started on Sunday and we ended yesterday. And we have people coming from the diaspora. Somebody came from Brussels, somebody came from the US to join because they want to be part of it. And they had seen after the 3-4 days of activities, they themselves have seen what they have come to learn. That is how African traditional spirituality is all about. Africa does not have a religion. So it's only religions that have a figurehead that you have to worship. And if you don't worship that figurehead, then nothing goes on. You don't need to believe in voodoo. If it's going to work, if the formula is correct, you don't have a problem. It will work. Thank you very much for that tour. And then knowledge is saying thank you, and thank you too for that question. And the Tampu say how much to use it, how much to use it, or what do they mean by that? You use them just little, you don't need that much. You just use them little and little and it is fine. And then we have Ezekiel, we have Ezekiel 44:06 saying that I love African spirituality. Yes, we all do love African spirituality. That's why we are attached to it. That's why we are working with it. That's why we are explaining it to people so that others who are interested or born of African descent will have to understand that their tradition or their ancestors were not evil people after all. The people who were propagating a religion had killed more people in this world, had put more people in jail, have destroyed destinies, a lot of people than what African traditional spirituality is. But a lot of time people will tell you, hey, if you follow African traditional spirituality, you will die. Do you know how many people that Muslims and Christians have killed in this world? And still people believe that they are righteous. God, they kill in the name of God, so it's fine. In which God's name? God who tells people that you should kill all the children and kill all the women and kill all the animals. Is that what you call righteous God? Kill innocent people for no reason just because they don't want to follow your philosophy. Anyway, let's think. And then Ezekiel 4406 says, a lot has been hidden from us. Yes, it's not that they have been hidden from you. They are in plain view, but a lot of people are not interested in looking or searching for them. They are there. They are not hidden. They are there. It's very difficult for people to accept their own than to accept what is coming from the foreign lands. We call our gods foreign gods, and then we call gods that came from foreign land our God. It's not hidden. It's there in plain sight. Then Ezekiel 4406, he said, how about manifestations? Of course, the whole world is full of energies, spirits, gods, entities. Everything in nature or everything in the world has an energy, and spirits are energy. And they can manifest to you in many, many forms. Then Ezekiel went, so there are many gods. Of course, even the Bible, didn't the Bible say that let us make a man in our image? Who are the let us? Who are the let us? Why God didn't say, let me make man in my image? That is there openly, but people do not want to acknowledge it or accept it. Say, let us. It's not let me. Who are the us? If there were no other entities that were in that same court, if it really existed, who are that let us? There are many gods. There are many entities. Call them whatever you want. You can call them spirit. You can call them deities. You can call them gods. You can call them whatever you want. They are there. It has never been only one monotheism system as how the Romans finally put it together. And then they see, if you go to Greek mythology, don't you see there are so many gods, Zeus and all kind of the Artemis and all the are they not? Are the Greeks not Europeans? And then they have all this, and didn't we enjoy those stories of Thor and all the other things? And when we talk about our own Hebiaso, which is also a god like a thunder god, then ours become evil. Meanwhile, when it appears in the European side or in the name of the Europeans, then we worship and then believe that they existed. Apollo and all this, were they not gods? Why do you think that even until today, the Americans and people going to space are giving names of these gods to the spacecraft that are traveling into space? Everything is there, but we are just pretending and behaving as if those things didn't exist. Thank you. Then Itua said, yes, what you are saying is very true, Baba. I have seen that. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much, Itua. And then Itua also went with this great explanation. Thank you. Bokor, move with mercy.
Yes.
And then it was a great explanation. Thank you. Yeah. Is it 2 o'clock?
1:34.
Okay, so we are almost at the end of today's section. We thank you all very much for joining today's section. And please prepare questions down. Go around, prepare questions down, and when we are live again on Sunday, when you have the time, you can what do you call it? You can ask the questions, because this live streaming from African Magic Temple and ReVodution Voodoo, we are on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and sometimes we are also on Clubhouse, and then also what is that? X, yeah, Twitter, X. So we are up there on Sundays and also on Wednesday and Thursday mornings. Thank you all very much for joining today's session. And we have Felix Wallace saying Namaskar, great one. Hello, Felix. Namaskar, Namaskar. How are you? Thank you very much. Have they done the funeral of great Shankar already? Because Dada forgetting his spiritual name. Kwashi, yeah, he sent me the thing that Shankar has passed on and they're going to do. It's okay. He said they have done his funeral already. Thank you very much, Felix. I'm grateful. And then we have Isa who said, Papa, if you are initiating into Afa and the Afa asks not to eat certain food, is it for lifetime? If it is during initiation, then it's for a lifetime, because that's what is going to help you to live your life. For instance, if they told you that you should not eat yam, but maybe yam may be your favorite food, but you were told not to eat yam, that means yam is not good for your destiny. And they'll also explain to you that if you continue eating yam, you are going to be having problems with your leg. You see, if you look at the legs, how human legs are, especially your foot, your leg, yeah, it's like a yam when it is growing into the soil. So when you are prevented or advised not to eat yam, and they told you that if you continue eating yam, you will have problems with your leg. But if you decide not to follow, it's not a force. It is for your own good. And if you don't want to follow, it's fine. But when your legs start paining you in the future, don't tell people that you don't know where these problems are coming from. Because in your destiny, it has been stated there that it is not good for you. But how would you know? It is only when you get initiated into your destiny, which is Afa, that you would actually know. That this is what is you are supposed to eat and what not to eat. Hello, Ben. Yeah, good morning. Yes, I am on a live streaming show. Let me finish and then I'll give you a call. Okay, thank you. Okay, I think we are done. Yeah, it's good. So thank you all very much and have a very good morning. May the ancestors and the gods of our land, and may the spirits in nature or spirits of nature continue to open doors for you and bless you. And may they lead you to the light. so that your mind can be open to understand what is in nature. Thank you all very much. And Isaku is saying, thank you, Papa, and thank you, Isaku. I think this beautiful glass, I like it. If you see the case in which it comes, this small glass, it comes with a certificate. It comes with a full certificate, and it goes in here. It's a special glass. I'll be using it to be praying to the ancestors, to be praying to the deities and the spirits that we work with. And I will not use it for drinking. I thank the great universe. I thank the spirits in nature, all the spirits that work with me. Kind Jopata, Afanabun, Tobe Hopato, Tobe Geje. All of you, I thank you all very much. I pour drink for you. I thank you for today's section. Be with me again next time whenever I am calling upon you. And bless all those who are